Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So as we all know, up to this point, the Pelicans have the first pick in the 2019 NBA draft after winning the draft lottery, which I think just completely caught all of us off guard there, man. Like, people are saying tanking is no longer an option here in the NBA. So with that first pick, I would probably say that, like, there's a 99.999% chance that they go out there and they draft Zion Williamson. Because why wouldn't you, man? Like, why would you not get Zion? He's supposed to be, like, known as, like, this generational player out there. But the issue is that, you know, we all know there's been some drama going on, going back to last season with Anthony Davis, you know, requesting a trade, not wanting to be part of the franchise. I know my first initial reaction when this draft happened, this draft lottery, was that, oh my God, Anthony Davis is totally going to stay. Like, you have a new management out there, and you have the first pick in the draft. Like, why would you not stay? Literally, like, minutes after it was announced the Pelicans got that draft pick, AD just stone cold face, man, just like, nope, I still want to be traded, guys. I don't want to be part of this team anymore, which actually has me questioning his leadership capabilities just based off having the first pick in the draft, new management. It seems he more so wants to ride a wave instead of be the wave, which, I don't know, man. Maybe at this point in his career, maybe that's just what he wants. I guess it's understandable. But for today's video, guys, we are doing an Anthony Davis traded rebuild. So before I show you guys the trade that I did, please do me a quick favor and drop a like on this video. It only takes a second of your time, and guys, it really helps the channel out so much. And also, let me know in the comment section below, what trade would you do for Anthony Davis? Because I had to actually go over to my community tab on YouTube, ask you guys what team has the biggest chance of acquiring AD, and like 70%, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, said the Los Angeles Lakers. So I was like, okay, well, what type of Laker trade should go down? I kid you not, like, I had like 100 responses, and I don't think a single trade was the same. So nobody really has any idea whatsoever. This is the trade that I'm going to do. Let me explain it right here, guys. Anthony Davis for Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, the first round pick, which of course is the fourth pick in the draft, and the future draft pick unprotected of the Los Angeles Lakers. So yeah, man, the reason I'm thinking about this trade, and now people are saying like, yo, what about Kuzma? I think at this point, you know, that the Lakers and the Pelicans, there's just kind of like some awkwardness right there with them as is. But at the same time, I feel like the value of Anthony Davis has dropped because he's only around for one more season. Whereas opposed, you know, they could have got him around the trade deadline. They could have tried to make a run of that playoffs and then, you know, have him for this season too. So the reason I like this trade a lot is because the Pelicans, they get their point guard Lonzo Ball. Like, they need a point guard like that. I mean, him and Drew Holiday in the backcourt, that's not a bad route to go. You got Brandon Ingram at the small forward position. This team has not had any decent wings in a very, very long time. Zion Williamson gets to stay at the power forward spot, which is probably the position he's going to play. And then you go out there and get a center. Because if you go out and get Kuzma also, then all of a sudden you do have this awkwardness of Drew Holiday going back to the point guard position, which he doesn't want to play. Brandon Ingram can play the 2 spot, but at 6'9", you know, as lengthy as he is, not his optimal position, so he's going back to the 2 spot. Then you have to decide if you want Zion or Kuzma to play the 3, so it just gets kind of clinky out there, man, where in this case, you know, we get our top draft pick, and we get to make a run at some of the guys we want here, you know, in the draft and everything like that, man. So I think it's going to be a good time. I think it's a good one out there. And then, of course, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Kuzma, they also have money to sign another free agent. Maybe that's Kyrie Irving, so they don't got to worry about Lonzo Ball anymore. I thought it made complete sense for the sake of this rebuild. But like I said, man, let me know your ideal trade in the comment section below, because there's so many different ways this could go. I thought this way was definitely, I thought it was a realistic way to do it. Might not be the exact way, but definitely realistic if you do ask me. So let's go ahead, man, and go to the NBA draft. Also, as this draft goes on, it was really funny, guys. I got into like an argument with Colin Cowherd. You guys know the Herd, like he's worked for ESPN, now on FSN. And yeah, man, we got into it about Anthony Davis just because, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video on that. If you guys want that video, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe I'll put it up on my second channel, Extra Crispy or something like that. But yeah, man. So, whoa, what's going on? Where's our players at? Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. I did forget to put the right draft class on there. So yes, no doubt with the first pick in our draft, we are going to be going with Zion Williamson. So choose prospect, man. 81 overall, age 19. Gonna be a superstar, I would say, here in the NBA. It's gonna be exciting, man. If you're a Pelicans fan, it's gotta be extremely exciting for you. And here we go, man. I don't know why it says the... Okay, yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies have the second pick in the draft. Okay, so their draft right now, they go with RJ Barrett. Wow, that's actually very surprising. Did not see that one coming at all, man. I thought they were gonna go with Ja Morant for sure. And with the third pick in the draft, we have the Knicks going with Ja, so that's good for them, man. All right, so the 3 guys are off the board that I would expect to be off the board by the 4th pick in the draft here, man. So Yeah, I mean, like, my first instinct is to go for a center, but at the same time, the center's, like, the best one available is Jackson Hayes. You got Bobo, like, far down on the list, too. So, I mean, it's just, like, it's just not really worth going for a player like that as of right now. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess you probably go for a point guard, right? Because you have, you have Lonzo Ball, so it's like, do you want Lonzo Ball to be the starter? You see him as a six-man. DeAndre Hunter, I mean, I guess do you look for that replacement in him to replace, you know, maybe like a Drew Holiday or something like that? I'm not really sure, man. Maybe we just go for a good wing player because we do need those, of course. So DeAndre Hunter is 6'7". As far as his stats go, he's a good all-around shooting guard. Looks like he's a good defensive player. Says small forward, power forward, so he probably cannot really play much shooting guard out there. I think Jarrett Culver, just for some three-point shooting, would be nice. I feel like that might be the other good route to go, because I'm not really sure who else man to take in this case. It's like, you know, you might just want to go with best available. So, or not really best available, but best, like, selection as far as our team rotation goes. And I think that's probably Jarrett Culver, but I feel like at fourth, you know, maybe I can actually try to trade down. Maybe I could try doing that. So, yeah, let's offer up that fourth pick in the draft right here, because I, you know, if I can get like another decent player, I will definitely be all for that here, man. So yeah, I definitely want to trade for another draft pick though. In this case, we get the 8th pick and the 10th pick, which could be nice for us. Other trade offers that are being tossed our way. We got the 6th pick in TJ Warren. I actually like that a lot, because TJ Warren using him off the bench would actually be perfect for our team, just to like add some depth at a cheap contract. Plus, again, the 6th pick, you know, it kind of makes a few things more simple down there. So yeah, TJ Warren, proven player already, only 25, fits right in with the team. Do you have to give up a 2023 draft pick? Not really a big deal, because I expect this to be pretty damn good by that time. So yeah, the Suns, they get their point guard in Kobe White, so it's definitely a good trade for them. So moving on, now we have the Cleveland Cavaliers with their pick, and they are going to go with DeAndre Hunter, a guy that I could have taken, didn't really want him anyway though, so that's fine, man. All right, so now we have the 6th pick here in the draft, and I think it makes things a bit more easy. I'm going to go with Jarrett Culver with my selection. Probably off the bench for the first few seasons till Drew Holiday's, you know, contract is up. But him and TJ Warren will be nice off the bench, so that'll be great. Also got a 2nd round draft pick right here. So as far as other guys available, we got Talen Horton-Tucker, who is the best available, it looks like. Let's just go with him. Why not? Aggressive scorer, it says. Those are always nice. Probably aggressive in the G League, though, bro. If I'm going to be honest with you. So, yeah, here we go. Rookie signing. So, 82 overall, 78 overall, and a 72 overall. 3 great players to add to this team. And says we'd have too many players on our roster. Wow, man. Okay, well, can I... sorry, Tim Hortons. Yeah, I got my other 2 players, at least. That's fine, man. Team player options. We have Julius Randle declining that. Jaleel Okafor accepts his. That's awesome. You know, $1.7 million. He's definitely a backup, though. He's not going to be our starter. Him and Zion, I don't think, work out together at all, man. Christian Wood, I know he's had some nice games, but I don't really have any use for him. Kendrick Williams, I know he was a starter a few times. Frank Jackson, Burton's. Okay, we'll bring back some of these guys, but definitely not all of them, because I want to be able to, you know, get some other players out there. Stanley Johnson, you can just leave. Like, I don't want anything to do with you at all, man. You're not going to be part of this franchise, not while I'm running it. Okay, so players available. We don't have a ton of money freed up. But, I mean, see, this is where it gets difficult. Because, like, what type of player do I want to team up with Zion? Because Zion's not really much of a shooter. So, like, you're kind of hoping you would be able to get a floor spacer. Maybe a Dwayne Dedmon. He's only a 77 overall guy. So, he's not a long-term solution. I do like the idea of JaVale McGee just from, like, playing on the inside and Zion, like, trying to play on the outside. But that kind of, you know, I don't know, man. It's kind of a difficult situation. I think I'm going to go with Dwayne Dedmon for now because I know what he can do. And I feel like that would be valuable for the team. And then maybe I decide if I want to go a different route. I guess, realistically, man, we go with Julius Randle. I mean, put him at center with Zion. Like, that's actually a pretty good solution, man. He was a beast for him last season. So, this might actually work out. 76 3-point shot. Yeah, so let me hold off on the renounce on the right. So let me hold off on Dwayne Dedmon. That might just be the best route to go there, man. Let me see if I can try to get him. Let's see if he's still available for us. Hopefully, we got the rights on him. I believe we do, though. And come on, man. Where's he at? Come on, man. Where's he at? Don't tell me he signed with somebody already. Sometimes they're also not available because he has a qualifying offer. I just don't expect him to sign it. Yeah, man. I have no idea where he is at. Let me get out of the moratorium period here. And just keep on making me renounce rights on Julius Randle. I don't want to, man. Maybe they won't have enough money to get him back anyway, so it's not that big a deal, I suppose. Let's just go back to our original idea of Dwayne Dedmon, and that might just be fine. So, yeah, Dwayne Dedmon. We'll get him on the team here. Like an Austin Rivers would be nice. I'll take an Austin Rivers on the team here. And he's going back to the Houston Rockets. I can't say I blame him on that one. TJ McConnell, Isaiah Thomas. Let's go with Tomas Satoransky. Good, 6'7" player. Good ball handler. Space the floor, of course. So we got him. All right, I think besides for that, man, we are probably good to go. Okay, so here is the team going into the first season. We got Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Dwayne Dedmon. What I actually like about this squad is like the potential of like a death ball lineup where you put Zion at center and then TJ Warren goes in at the 4 spot. I feel like that definitely has some potential here on the team. But you got TJ, Jarrett, Jahlil Okafor, Tomas Satoransky. Gonna go with the 9-man rotation. You got guys like E'Twaun Moore, Kenrich Williams that are there just in case you need them, man. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about the squad right here. Let me go to system proficiency. We have a 3.5-star pace and space system. That looks good to me. I feel like, all these guys can shoot the 3 ball, so that'll be nice for Zion cutting to the basket and doing things like that. I guess just out of curiosity, we could try to see like if we could find like the ideal center. I don't even know who that would be. I mean, if I can get like Marcus Gasol for a cheap price, yeah, I'll take him on, man. So let's see what's offered up there. Drew Holiday, yeah, this is not a cheap price. That's not a cheap price at all, bro. I'm definitely not doing that. Any other centers that are really standing out to me? If not, I'll just go with my one guy, and I'll be fine with that. Myers Leonard. No, he's only a 7'6" overall. I don't got time for that, bro. I need somebody a bit better than that if I'm going to bother making a trade. And yeah, I mean, Brook Lopez, of course, would be nice. But I don't know, man. It's whatever. What about Valanciunas? Yeah, he's not really a 3-point shooter at all. Alex Len, only a 78 overall, so not like much better with that. Kelly Olynyk, I suppose. I mean, if we can get a good trade for him, I guess I would consider it. Here we got E'Twaun Moore, a 2nd-round pick. Okay, I kind of can get behind that one, man. That's a nice trade right there. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get Kelly Olynyk on the squad. There we go. Now, as far as him starting, I guess is a different question. So you go with, yeah, Kelly Olynyk at center, goes down to a 78 overall, would still be the best available for us. And then I guess what we will do next is put Dwayne Dedmon, just have him be like a stretch big at the 4. He goes up to a 78. That's fine. All right. Now they want to start Jahlil. That is not happening, unfortunately, for you, man. That's going to be Kelly Olynyk going to be the starter of this team for this season. And yeah, man, I'm going to do my rotations, everything like that, get all the minutes all allocated. But yeah, I think this squad right here, it's not a championship team yet. But if Zion, Ingram, and Lonzo all really progress nicely, I can definitely see it happening, man. Let's go ahead and simulate this first season and see if we can get it done. Probably not, though. Probably not yet. But who knows? It's Zion. He's a beast. So a record of 46-35, which I think is fantastic for a new young team like this that are just coming together. Chemistry is going to take time. Zion is not going to destroy the NBA like right away. It's going to take a few seasons before he really gets to that level. But he did get Rookie of the Year. So 18 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. He just said, shut your bitch ass up, Crispy. Like 41% from 3? Oh my God, man. That's absolutely insane. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, All-NBA third. You know what, man? What do I know? He took over the NBA literally right away. And we are the 5th seed in the Western Conference. I don't see us beating the Golden State Warriors, but crazier things have happened. Player stats on the season. So we know Zion's stat line. Ingram, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Good numbers, man. I like those. Drew Holiday, very nice numbers. Although, I know he's capable of scoring a bit more than that, but he's not even really old, man. He's only 29. So, yeah, he just kind of took a step back that season. Kelly Olynyk, TJ Warren both provided some nice scoring out there. Jarrett Culver, great off the bench. Lonzo Ball, scoring-wise, not really his thing all the time, but he still got the 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 to 2 steals per game, so can't hate him on for that. I also want to see how the Lakers did, because the Lakers are the 8th seed, so, I mean, looks like AD did not help them out all that much. Yeah, let me go back to the player stats here. Los Angeles Lakers, where y'all at, man? You got LeBron. You guys got Derrick Rose? Okay, interesting. Very interesting looking team. I mean, Zion played better, though. Zion did play better. All right, first round, Golden State Warriors. Simulate current round, see how this goes. Maybe we'll just go against the norm and just win the championship the first season. Zion's just that guy. And, game over, man. Or game over for everybody else. We actually do beat the Warriors 4-2. Wow, man. Literally anything can happen. We held them down to 97 points. They don't have Durant anymore, so I know that's a thing. But still, like, Thompson and Curry, that right there, that can win you a championship. Next up, Houston Rockets. They are the 1st seed. I don't expect to beat them, but we are tied 1 game apiece, up 2-1. Oh my God, we up 3-1, man. 3-2, 3-3. Hey, we lost. Okay, we lost in a game 7. You know what, 2K? Screw your bitch ass game for that one, bro. I'm just saying, man, like, don't make me lose in a game 7 like that. Just have me get swept, okay? At least so I know. Because that's just like heartbreaking right there, man. It's just heartbroken, man. Kelly Olynyk, 22 points. So I definitely want to bring him back. Like, good numbers for him. Definitely good numbers for him. Overall, I like the entire team, though. We have that Lakers draft pick. It's not going to be great because they weren't in the playoffs. We still have that at least. But, I mean, I'm satisfied with how the team is. It's just going to take a few seasons, I think. And really, even next season, you know, it might be the point where we might actually start contending out there. Because we did, you know, lose to the first seed in Game 7. So, let's go to the staff signing. We still have Alvin Gentry right there. I'm going to fire him just because, like, I feel like we could do better. Now, as far as some other coaches, we have Barney Rowe here, who is the assistant coach of the Pelicans. A- offense, B+ defense, already better than the other guy we had. So, yeah, let's just give him the opportunity here, and I'm sure he'll accept it. And come on, man. Yes, he does. He signs that. So, welcome to the team. NBA draft time. See what we can get here. Once again, no big-time position I'm looking for. Maybe like a backup power forward, I guess. But that's just me saying stuff. And, yo, where's the... Oh, yeah, it's the Lakers pick. So we got the 22nd and the 23rd pick, I think is what it said there. So let me see what I can do. Okay, 21st and 23rd. Let me offer both of these up together and see if we can find something pretty decent. Yo, Cole Anthony, backup point guard. That would actually be pretty cool there, bro. We have to give up 3 first-round picks, though, to do so and take on Felicio for a season to get that done. Anybody else out there really calling my name? Rui Hachimura is always a beast. Emmanuel Mudiay, now an 80 overall player. Spencer Dinwiddie, 83 overall. I guess backup point guard is what we need, though, man. Like, Satoransky's fine and everything, but, you know, Spencer Dinwiddie, I mean, nice contract, knows how to play the backup point guard spot because he does it for the Brooklyn Nets. I like that, man. I like this trade right here, and it's not giving up too many first-round picks, just the ones in this draft, but, hey, at this point, we still got a second-round pick back anyway. So, yeah, I like that trade a lot. Spencer Dinwiddie, welcome to the team, man. I think it'll be a nice piece to this specific puzzle. So, rookie signings, Devon Dotson. Okay, I mean, I'm sure all these guys are good players. Just, I don't personally need them on my team for this specific rebuild. Olynyk accepts his $13 million option. Good for him. I mean, that's about what I would have paid him anyway. So, qualifying offers, I'll extend them, but I'm not really going to use those guys anyway. Moratorium period. So, Anthony Davis is testing the market. He did not even sign that extension. And, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this here, and I guess Jahlil Okafor, we could get him back for $10 million. Mason Plumlee, a bit cheaper and higher overall. Might be the better option here, man. I think I'm going to toss him a little 3-year contract, so we'll go with that. Sorry, Jahlil. I like what you've done a lot, but I just think it's a better improvement for us. It gives us a higher overall player, which is important when it comes to 2K at least. Anybody else I really want to go for? Not really, man. The team's good. Let's go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. Okay, so here is the team as of right now, man. This is definitely not the starting lineup. It's just the default one by 2K here, so I'm definitely going to switch things up here. Now, what I'm seeing, though, Kelly Olynyk, I definitely think needs to start. I'm kind of debating on seeing what I could get for Jrue Holiday in a trade and just letting Jarrett Culver be the new starting shooting guard. Like, I feel like that's definitely a solid option for us. You know, you kind of want to trade Jrue Holiday while he still has some value to him out there, man. He does have 2 years left on his contract, one of those being a player option. I don't see him decline $26 million, so it might be a good time to pull the trigger on this. Let's toss him in with a future first-round pick to entice the team to take on that contract, man, and see what's offered up to us. So here we get DeJounte Murray, Larry Nance Jr., Al Horford. Ooh, that's not a great contract for Al Horford, man. Why would they give him that much money? You're going to be paying a 38-year-old Al Horford $22 million. Ugh, I do not like that one at all, man. Any other good offers out there? I mean, it's kind of the same thing where there's not like a specific position we need. Although Miles Turner, this right here speaks to me. This absolutely speaks to me. I love the, oh man, this might be it. This might be it, man. He's only 24. I mean, he can rebound, can throw back shots, can space the floor, do everything out there that we need him to do at that spot. Clint Capella's nice, 280 overall. Just him and Zion don't make a ton of sense together. I think I'm going to go with Miles Turner. Plus, getting Dougie McBuckets out there, sure, man. Why not? And that's a really nice contract. $18 million a season for a 24-year-old that does all that stuff. I'll definitely do that. So, we got that trade now. And now I'm thinking that Kelly Olynyk will go back to the 4. And I'm thinking Dwayne Dedmon probably falls out of the rotation. No. We probably trade him for a backup shooting guard now because Jarrett Culver is going to be the starter. So, yeah, we don't really need Dwayne Dedmon anymore. Let's trade him away for something. Maybe even toss in Satoransky because he's just a third-string point guard at this point. Should probably be able to get a pretty solid backup 2-guard for this, though. Like Lou Williams would be really nice if that's offered up to us. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Patrick Beverley, Joe Harris, who can play the 2 spots. Luke Kennard, 77 overall player. He's done some nice things for the Detroit Pistons this previous season. Here we get Andre Roberson and Markieff Morris. Gives us a nice third stringer. Markieff and Roberson would be a nice starter. Or not, I'm sorry, not a starter, but a nice defensive player. But no, I think I'm going to go with the Luke Kennard trade because I've not really used Luke Kennard in this game before, man, as far as not, well, except for not doing a Pistons rebuild and stuff. But yeah, so that's our starting five. That's like it. That's the next 10 seasons right there, guys. That's the starting five. Bench unit, absolutely fantastic. Not really any other big changes to make here. I definitely want to tighten up the rotation of my starters. I want Miles Turner playing like 33 a game. You get you about 33 yourself. Zion playing like 38. Lonzo Ball at 30. Jarrett Culver like 30. Yeah, 33. That looks good to me there, guys. System proficiency, 3.5-star system yet again. We are good to go. Let's go ahead, simulate this NBA season, and see if we can win that championship. So the team definitely took that next big step this season, 58-23. So probably the best record, at least in the Western Conference. Which just goes to, man, it's like, okay, it's time to win a championship. I mean, you guys are ahead of schedule as far as I'm seeing. So let's see if you can now get it done in the NBA playoffs. Barney Rowe did get Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team, Zion making that All-NBA second. Just, I don't know why I skipped over like that. All-NBA second and All-NBA third, looking like that, man. And we are, of course, the first seed in the Western Conference. Player stats on the season. So we got Zion at 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Brandon Ingram continues to impress me. 20 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Jarrett Culver, that was a great choice putting him in the starting lineup, man. Like, I definitely thought he was ready for it. 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Miles Turner was also fantastic. I love the 2 blocks and nearly 1 steal per game. Because him and Zion would be a defensive problem, I think, man. Like, that's going to be unstoppable. TJ, Spencer Dinwiddie, Lonzo Ball all playing great basketball. Lonzo now at 11 assists per game, so good for him there, man. All right. And the Lakers are not in the playoffs yet again. That is absolutely crazy to even think about. But simulate current round against the Portland Trail Blazers. Time to put your money where your mouth is because it's time to win the championship, or I'm just going to cry, man. Probably not cry, but you never know. Probably cry to myself on the inside. So, closeout game, 129-96. Zion 25, 13, 7, and 3. Damian dropping 21. Next up, we got the Golden State Warriors. Took care of them last season, so, you know, should be just as easy this time. As we got a tied series, 2 games apiece, down 3-2. Come on, guys. Oh, my God, man. Y'all freaking beat the bitch-ass Warriors last season. Now you're going to lose to them like that. We got a better team this time. Oh, my God, man. Disappointing to say the least. Zion, why are you only shooting 7 times? You can't be... Whatever, bro. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do this, man. Let's simulate these playoffs right here. You know, Zion being young and everything like that, Jarrett Culver being young, really the whole team being young. It would take a while for the team to really do all that dominant. What I'm going to do next is we have the Knicks in the finals actually win the championship with Ja Morant as your finals MVP. Is I'm going to do a jump cut to the end of next season, so that way we can see if that season we can end up winning the championship. Probably not going to make like any big changes to the team. If I do, I will definitely let you guys know about it. Okay, so this season, a record of 54-27. It's not like a huge improvement, but still a really good team nonetheless, man. Our team is like extremely deep, which sometimes when you have too much talent, that can be like too much of a good thing in some cases, man. I mean, I think more so with like bench because, you know, sometimes you got guys that should be starters. They just can't be because there's better players in the starting lineup. So sometimes egos can be an issue. But we are the first seed in the Western Conference. Let's go with the player stats on the season. So we got Zion at about 22 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, really coming to his own, man, 2 to 3 blocks per game. Ingram continues to impress. Jarrett Culver doing great. Miles Turner, Spencer Dinwiddie, all those guys. Lonzo Ball at 10 assists per game. So, yeah, for the most part, like pretty similar stats to last season. But first round, we got the Dallas Mavericks. If we don't win it all here, man, I don't know at this point. It's like, we definitely have a future dynasty. It's just a matter of when they win that first championship, right? And we do beat the Dallas Mavericks 4-2, 27 for Ingram, 26 for Zion Williamson. Next up, the Memphis Grizzlies, who went with RJ Barrett instead of Ja for their team. And yeah, no luck for them. We sweep them 4-0. We are in the Western Conference Finals. All right, close out game here, 25-10-6 for Zion. Next up, Houston Rockets. Hopefully we can get past them. I really want to play the Bucks over the Hawks, which is something I never thought I would say, but it looks like that is actually going to happen for us. We're 3-2, 4-2. Yep, we got the 8 seed Bucks in the NBA Finals here. Of course, they probably got Giannis on their team, Harrison Barnes. Interesting looking squad. Simulate current round, And oh my God, come on, man. 2-1, 3-1, 4 games to 1, guys. We win the NBA championship. Zion Williamson getting that Finals MVP. Now, I don't know if he stays on the team. I don't know if he gets drafted by the team. I don't know if they trade away the pick. I have no idea what's going on. What I do know is that the Pelicans are going to get good players back regardless. And I mean, Zion Williamson is going to be one hell of a player.